Players who went from having regular jobs to playing in the NFL. Back in 2005, there was a guy named Cameron Wake, but most people knew him as Derek Wake back then. After playing football at Penn State, he really wanted a shot in the NFL, and he got signed by the New York Giants. But before the season even started, they let him go. So there he was, living with his parents in Maryland, unsure if he'd ever play professional football again. But things got so bad, it looked like he might never have a career in football. You see, with no NFL job lined up, Cameron had to find work like anybody else. He ended up at a place called Castle Point Mortgage, working as a regular mortgage broker, sitting in a cubicle, calling people about loans, making just $24,000 a year plus a bit of commission. This guy had once dreamed of sacking quarterbacks, and now he was racing coworkers in the office parking lot just to show off his insane speed. But what happened in the gym changed his story again. The thing is, even with a full-time job, Cameron wasn't done with football. He'd hit the gym for hours every day before and after work. His mom could see how much he wanted to play again and encouraged him to go all in on his dream. That push made him quit his job and start working as a personal trainer at Bally Total Fitness. And this is when something crazy happened. A mistake on his name tag called him Cameron Wake instead of Derek, and he just decided to roll with it. That little change actually marked the start of a whole new chapter. But as if that wasn't wild enough, his big break almost disappeared before it began. As it turns out, Cameron heard about tryouts for a football team in Canada, the BC Lions, but he mixed up the locations and missed his first shot. Lucky for him, the team gave him another chance, and he actually signed for way less money than even his mortgage job, living in a cheap basement room and even riding a $40 bike to practice. However, none of that mattered because on the field, he was a monster. He set records in the Canadian League, winning Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player awards. But just when you thought this was as far as he could go, the NFL came calling. What I mean is that after 2 years of dominating up north, NFL scouts started taking notice, and it was to the point that 9 NFL teams wanted him. So Cameron signed with the Miami Dolphins, finally making it to the NFL at age 27, which is pretty late for a rookie. But then he went wild. In his very first start, he racked up 2 sacks and a forced fumble, making everyone ask, where did this guy come from? And over his career, he made 5 Pro Bowls, became a top pass rusher, and finished with 100 NFL sacks, more than some Hall of Famers.